because the crime never occurred. The person never did anything wrong. I never did anything wrong. I never committed a crime. And so you can't stop people from following you. You can't stop them from, you don't know if they're at the bank until you figure out that you have been frauded. I see them at the bank, the way that they open an account. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to text me codes to open it. You're not supposed to open an account through these ways that do what? Link you to the phone. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to do everything on your screen, on your computer screen. You're supposed to print documents for me to sign. You're not supposed to be in all this electronic bamboozlement stuff. They're doing stuff because they're committing fraud. And so this happened at Miss Hatcher's branch. Miss Hatcher was not there. As usual, they put the black lady there. And I'm sorry. You just have to be told on, because that's the way the FBI works, honey. They're not going to let none of these white people. That's why I'm making sure, Brian, over there at Lenox Square, I need you to come on, take the fall for your team. Because you were white, and he offered me a card, and I have it in my notebook, the card that he offered me, and he had that card well past bank's policy. And Fifth Third Bank's president needs to fire him and prosecute. Because what happens is, he had the card, their time framing is 3 weeks. They want to use it about 3 weeks to get enough transactions, to get enough history. And then here you go. That's the same thing that Ketchup did with the Cash App. And Fifth Third Bank did it. Brian had that card for weeks. I sat there and watched it. I didn't say a word. I wanted to catch him with it. And as soon as he called and said, Miss Ketchup, I got your card. You ain't got mine. You coming to get it? Nope. All right, what you want me to do? Whatever you want to do with it. Don't ask me. You're not going to put me in possession of that. So, that's what he did. Branch manager committing crimes. What is the policy on new bank cards when they are sent to the branch? What is the policy, Brian? The policy is you're not allowed to have that card in the branch over how many hours, sir? Before that card must be shredded, not trashed. It must be shredded. What is the policy? The policy ain't 3 weeks. It's hours. How many hours are you supposed to have that card holding it for a customer until they pick it up? Furthermore, what are the circumstances surrounding an expedited card that a customer must meet in order for the branch to continuously take on these $30 a transaction fee? Why are they doing that for you? Because they're setting me up. Not because I'm doing anything wrong, because they are. And then as soon as I get their card that they gave me, they're going to flag it. And that's why you got so many cards on Fifth Third Bank. And I didn't go to any other bank. The Lord told me, no, let everything stay right there. Everything, let it stay right there. And that's what the police did. That's why they went to other banks. And then when you go in there, like Regions, oh yeah, all the way down to, okay, it's going to be $50 to open it. As soon as I took the $50 out, oh, I'm sorry. For some reason, it just flagged and said it's closed. And then later on that night, you get an alert. Thank you for your account opening. See, you're playing a game. They're playing a game. They're opening accounts. Number one, you shouldn't be opening accounts with computers linked. That's how they were doing it. Opening accounts with the computer and then somebody's laptop. You ain't got no business doing that. That's illegal, and you ain't got no business doing that. And they were doing that. Opening your account with this computer, and then you got somebody's laptop. Then you got somebody instant messaging in the corner. You ain't supposed to be doing that. I sat there and just watched. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just watching. And so, like I said, that's what they did. They're violating procedure. And they're violating the law. And it's against the law. And I just proved how they put you in possession of information that you ain't in possession of. And how they do it. And how they stage evidence for court purposes so they can wrongfully and falsely convict African Americans for crimes that they not committed. And then have them sit in prison. And then have them get out and be ridiculed under the same racial system. They're retarded. Oh my God, I can't even say it. I can't even raise my voice. It gave me such a headache to say that. I can't even raise my voice. These people are retarded. They need help. And that jump made me so sleepy. Just to say that. It literally just took all the energy out of my body. Literally. I have to get my toothbrush and my toothpaste checked. I keep saying that I have to. I intentionally used toothpaste at G's house the other day, and I used my same toothbrush, and I did not have this burning sensation in my mouth. I have to do that. I have to see what is giving me this sensation. I did it. I've been watching the color of my urine. I know I just changed the subject, but my mouth is burning. And I have to see where it's coming from. But anyway, that is an issue. Fifth Third Bank is an issue. They've been an issue. And so, yeah, I want the any judge to look at that and say exactly what I said. She's right. She's right. And any judge will say, I think her delivery is amazing, considering if what she's saying is true. And somebody has did that to her for years. Years. And in the state of California, they want to put all of that on ketchup. No. I'm going to do for him what he did not do for me. What he was afraid to do for me. Now, this is what I think. He came in wrong from the rip. Wrong. Because the IRS sent him to me. The FBI was already involved. Could they possibly have sent him? Probably so. Who cares? Because he'd been doing the same work. So it probably was them. But the point of the matter is, I'm going to say it was the IRS. I'm going to say the FBI was already involved. They took over after that report in July and came out of 2018. When they came out in 2018, they came out. Ketchup changed. Literally. And then something happened. I can remember the date, and I'm sure it's in my notebook. He came back from his mama house. He had met with them alone. And he was never right after that. I don't know what they told him, but he came in the house like I could pick you up by your neck and strangle the mess out of you. I don't know what they told him. I don't know what happened. But he came in the house like, I'm going to choke the life out of you. And I told him I dreamed that the FBI came to your job. He never commented. So, I believe they took him at that point. They probably told him, I already know what you're doing to her through the IRS. And if you don't do what we want you to do, we're going to put you in jail for everything that you did to her. Because we really want her. We don't want you. But if you don't help us, we're going to put everything that you did to her on you. And I think that's what they did. And I think whatever affiliation he has or had was also a part of that conversation. Because he's not regular. Now, as time went on, I believe they told him, we will give you a job. Because you did such good work. Through Kentucky, through Tennessee, through everything he did. Everything that they wanted him to do. He was no longer my husband in Kentucky. And what states that and confirms that? Counseling. The apparent overdose. The way that I was living. And this is why you can't lie about it. Ain't no lying to it. When all of this stuff comes out in court, how was this lady living in Kentucky? She had all them locks on her doors. She had locks on the attic. She had locks everywhere. She drilled all of these holes everywhere and put locks. Why? Because they was harassing the hell out of me. Family Works, Georgiana Phillips, is a liar. But most importantly, where's the artwork? The FBI took it. You had no right to take that. That's a violation of my HIPAA rights. You're getting sued from that alone. And she acknowledged it when I talked to her on the phone. And she acknowledged it when I seen her after that. Where is the artwork, man? Where's the art? Because the police is going to say she drew in 2004. She drew the whole time in prison. She draws whatever is bothering her. She drew a city right now. Where is the artwork? The FBI took it. And they took it from the counselor. You're getting sued, Family Works. You're getting sued by that alone. Because you had no right to give my artwork to the police. And that alone is going to shred what you're talking about in your little 86-page botched up trash. Whether they sent it or changed it after you sent it or what, doesn't even matter. The point of the matter is, you have no right to get that artwork away. And the police know, and the FBI know, especially down there in Georgia, that girl draws. And she draws what's aggravating her, or she draws to release herself. And if she said it was artwork, we know that it is. And the FBI know that it is because they sat there and they watched me draw it. And I drew them, and I drew a house, and I drew where they were. And I gave it to her to show her where they were and what they were doing to me. And that's why in that thing now, she didn't send it back. I want the artwork, or you're getting sued. Because it's mine. And as soon as I gave it to her, I told her, let me get a copy. When I left, I called and said, I want a copy of that. I want that back. She said, you could get it the next time you come. She never, ever provided it after that. Never. Made an excuse every time. Why are you making an excuse? My file should be in the file cabinet. Get off your hiney and go get it. So the artwork is key here. The artwork is key. And it shows where they were. It shows how I was living. It shows what was going on. It shows what was happening all the way down to moving out. We had to pay for those holes. It came out of the deposit. And we got the remainder of the deposit back. Ketchup and I both did. And the check had to be signed. So I'm over them with this. For the simple fact that Bowling Green Police Department knows me. She called all the time. What is this lady saying? Those FBI agents keep coming in this house while I'm not here doing whatever they want to do. So then, like I said, coming to the point, the initial point of it, it's no lying to it. I live this way. They aggravated me to the point of no end. And I've been going through this for years. I went to counseling. I told them about it. I told them everything that was going on. I was never, ever made to take no medication. If you want it, we will give it to you. I asked for something, and the doctor in Kentucky didn't even give me what I asked for. He went under. Thank you, Dr. Mudd. I'm going to need you when I go to court. He went under what I asked for. A mild dosage of something for anxiety. If this don't work, come back. Nothing that would keep me sedated. Nothing that would that could be manipulated or even said. How many people did I go see in Kentucky? A lot. Did any of them ever say psychosis? Nope. Did any of them ever say anything crazy? No. Why? Because they believed what she said. Why? Because they know for the fact that FBI is in here. They're on the phone. We're them. And we know she's not lying. If anything, they just said, do you think it could be anybody else that's doing this to me? They kept doing it. No. No. So back to what I said. They took Ketchup. Period. Do I believe they offered him a job? Yes, they did. Whether they offered him a job or not, the point of the matter is they took him. Informant or whatever, they took him. He works for them. Now, how does that affect me today? How does that affect me today is because they know everything and as far as what's going on in this marriage. And they're doing a horrible job of trying to make it look like this is a classic case of a woman that has just been a criminal all her life. Go to hell. Go straight to hell. They took him. And so, like I said, I'm going to do for him what he didn't do for me. He didn't stand up for me. I'm going to stand up for him. Because if I don't, these people going to put down everything that I said that you were told to do. They're going to put that on him. On you, Ketchup. And I don't want that to happen. Yeah, you did wrong. You deserve to go to prison. You deserve a little time. I'm not even going to say you deserve anything. I'm going to give you grace. And I'm going to give you what you did not give me. And that's going to heap coals on your head. Because you're a slave too. And if I press charges on you, then it's going to allow the white man that you was working for to go free. And all he going to do is hunt more black people. And you just going to be another African-American man sitting in prison. And I don't want that for you. And I don't want it for your brother. And so I know what you did. I know how you did it. I know when you did it. But they did it to me here. And they use people to do it to me here. And they're going to blame it all on you. You and your brother. And the white man is going to go free. The white man that had y'all doing all of this is going to go free. So, I don't want that to happen. And I'm just going to pray about it. And if that means that they say I did it, hey, they already do. But I'm going to stand up for you because you did not stand up for me. You let this happen. When they threatened you, you were supposed to say, I believe God. And I'm staying with my wife. I told you, Ketchup, in 2018 when we went for the walk outside of In-Town Suites, I told you that the Lord said that you were going to come to a period that you kept crying. And you didn't know why you were crying and you didn't know what was going on, but you was going through a tough period. I said, I don't know where I am, Ketchup. I didn't see me in the dream. But I saw you. We was in the hotel. After we came back for a walk and the white FBI agent tried to hit me with the truck and you moved me out the way. Remember that? I need Ketchup to see this video. I told you In-Town Suites that night when we sat down that the Lord said you was going to go through a period where you would keep crying. And I said, I don't know where I am. Well, this period in your life is going to make you a man of God. Stronger than you already are. And you didn't stand up for me. And you didn't defend me. And you didn't cover me as your wife. And whatever affiliation you got with them, it does not even matter. I'm going to stand up for you because you didn't stand up for me. I'm going to love you because you didn't love me. I'm going to fight for you because you did not fight for me. And I don't want them people to put you in jail for something that you were told to do. You did what the white man told you to do. They bullied you and they tricked you. And unfortunately, somebody got to take the fall for this, and it ain't going to be me. And if it is, I can gladly do it. I can pay for it. And so can they. I can handle me. I ain't going to write no check that I can't cash. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. But I don't want you to go to prison for something that you didn't do. You did it, but you was told. They bullied you, and they threatened you. And I know they did, because they did another guy up here the same way. And I'm sick of them doing that. And they play over people and play around people. And when people don't do what they want to do with them, they threaten them. Well, if you're going to jail anyway, just go ahead and go and keep your rights. I'm not going to do what you want me to do and be quiet. How's it working for you, really? down there? Is it really working out for you? But I'm doing for you what you didn't do for me, and I'm standing up for you because you didn't stand up for me. When they threatened you, you should have told them, I trust God with my wife. Whenever they came to approach you, you should have told them the truth. My wife ain't no criminal. She ain't gonna do that. I told you, Elijah Ketchup, everything. I didn't even eat when you were not around. What make you think I would be committing crimes around you, behind your back? For why? What reason? But you did what you had to do, and all is good, is well. But I don't want you to go to jail for a long time for something that white man with them cigarettes. If anybody going, that's the man that need to be going. And it's too much noise to say that the police just gonna turn around and forget it. Somebody's going to jail. Somebody's getting arrested. Ain't no somebody, a lot of them. It's too much crime. It's too much going on. I done made way too much noise. And somebody has to go to jail. That's just the ugly side to the truth. Some people have to go to jail. The arrests have to be made. Because it's too many crimes and it's a lot of restitution owed. Money is owed to the Internal Revenue Service, and I'm not even a vouch for them. But people sold furniture in my name and made money for it, and they need to go and be turned into the Internal Revenue Service. And they need their money, and I need my name cleared. I need my credit restored. I need a place to live. I need a vehicle. I need my children back. And I need my peace. And I need my freedom. And you took all of that from me, Ketchup. And I don't know what your life is like or what your thoughts are like, but you took every part of me to the point that even if I thought I could literally be with somebody else, I can't. I can't. So, I hope you are in prayer for your life and for your overall well-being. I want to hurry up and get a divorce decree in my hand so that I can feel like this part in this chapter of my life is over. And I don't feel that way. And unfortunately, I don't see an end coming anytime soon. So, with that being said, I just wanted to say that I'm moving on from that. now that I know they're involved and you know, all of that's out of the bag, trying to get support. Telling you, it's one thing. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Trying to get support. I'm supposed to go to the library in a few minutes. I'm not going. I wanted to go there so I could do some paperwork. I don't feel like going. This situation drains my energy. And it drains my energy because it's sickening to know that there's so many African Americans sitting in prison for no reason. Sitting in prison because they didn't do anything wrong. Sitting in prison because just cause somebody put them there. And I'm gonna defend myself. These people did. The FBI know exactly what they have done and what the IRS did. And I ain't got nothing to lose. Nothing. Nothing. Cause I don't have no. It's no incentive to be quiet. I can't even get a job. If I go get food stamps, they put a crime around that. So, no. It's being a slave. You moved around even in your GPS. And people think you free. How you free? The FBI move you around in your GPS. I don't get the real destinations of where things are. I get the destinations of where they want you to be. And then as soon as you get there, voila, such and else is here. Imagine that. DSS got a phone place right outside. Imagine the phone place is right by a metro. Imagine a person that's being nearby is just imagine. It's the same thing. Being routed, being moved strategically. It's ridiculous. So I had